Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, we're off for more of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and in the last episode, hello black fungus, that's interesting. I forgot that you guys could actually spawn here. But yes, in the last episode, we got the 2 ingredients needed to build the artificial heart, but then it got stolen by Lock, Shock and Barrel. We're now giving chase, and in this episode we're going to be exploring the rest of Oogie Manor, since we started exploring it in the last episode. Thing is that I did a bit of a boo-boo. The reason why I'm recording now, and it's not just because of these black fungus, even though that is a nice change of thing, is because that lift in the bridge area is only one way. To get across, you do need to activate the mountain again, so you need to kill all the Heartless in the area so they don't interrupt you when you're trying to, you know, activate the mountain to go across. All I need to do right now is kill this bloody guy, and I was trying to finish him off with critical hits to get some money, but I didn't have much luck on that front, and I've killed them all already. So I'm just coming back from the save point. Can I activate this yet? No, I still can't. And I haven't swapped out Goofy yet because that's actually not something I need to do. In between episodes, and of course when I edit last episode, I would have actually had an explanation for why the Red Trinity isn't where I thought it was in, and that's because it is only there on the original version, the non-Final Mix version. They moved it in Final Mix, so it's not permanently missable, and I appreciate that change. Problem is, the reason why I remember it being where it is because I played the original PS2 release a lot more than, you know, the PS3 or PS4 Final Mix re-releases. It is supposed to be here in the PS2 version of the non-Final Mix version. In all Final Mix versions, they have moved it to a different location that is not permanently missable. And again, as I've said, the reason why everything is slightly but not permanently missable when it comes to the Oogie's Manor, I can't really get into because that's spoilers for what we're going to be doing in this episode. So we're just going to have to hush up on that for now and just continue climbing from where we left off, which is pretty much right here. So let's hop on this lift, take it up, and let's see what we can do. Let's go explore. So can we interact with this? Well, enemies are here, but there was no question mark anyway, so no, we can't. That's the answer to that. Kill you! Thanks for, I think that was Jack who did that? Can I just hit you with this? No, good take. Just jump into it. Sorry for that pause, I had a phone call. And he's dead, okay. Nailed that at least. 20 experience per kill is not too bad at this point in the game. Actually, I need to check something. Equipment. I mean, all the enemies are using fire, so it's not really that big of an issue that he hasn't got anything else other than the fire ring. Why is fire such a common element in this game? Kind of puts all the other stuff to shame. And I have no AP. I completely forgot Oh yeah, because I took off Blitz, but I didn't put on Tech Boost back on, because I don't really want Blitz. Do I want a combo plus? Yeah, you know what, why not? We'll slap that on. He's got 1 AP spare, you got none. Goofy. Actually, you know what? I want to take off Charge, Rocket, and Tornado. I want him to have Evolution. You'll see why I'm making these changes. And it's for later when we're going to have him back in the team. We will be able to change him in a bit, but just not right now. So, let's... What do they keep doing there? They keep seeming to jump, but they're not actually jumping. That's weird. And remember, this is my PS3, not my PS4, so I shouldn't be having the same issues as what I had during, like, South Park Fractured But Whole for some reason. Which, by the way, I do have the DLC now. I have the Season Pass, so once the last DLC actually gets released for it, I might start then and do all the DLC in one sitting. Apparently you get Cartman back as well, because if you remember, we can't actually have Cartman in our team. But there's also like a glitch that I actually accidentally saw about not being able to use Cool Girl, so hopefully I don't bump into that or they patch it, especially since it's DLC that you have to pay for on top of the game. Don't really want glitches when it comes to DLC, like locking out characters. Then again, it could be an actual plot thing where Cool Girl's like, nah, you got Cartman back, I'm not happy. Maybe it's that. I don't know, because I haven't seen much about the DLC other than the trailers. So that was just like a little post or something on YouTube saying, I've lost Cool Girl after getting Cartman back or something stupid. Like, just the title of a YouTube video. Don't know why I'm talking about that now while I'm here, but I guess because it's Halloween Town, costumes, I don't know. Maybe that's how I pieced it all together. Anyway, we're at the top now, and there wasn't really that much that we could actually explore. I mean, there's some chests in those bird cages that we can't reach. Oh, God! Sora doing the slide has messed me up. Oh, dear. Well, now I've got to make my way back up there. And look at these gargoyles just hanging out on these trees. So there are a few chests. There's not that much stuff that's permanently missable, to be perfectly honest with you. And it's inconsequential stuff, and like I said in the last episode, I've probably opened enough chests in order to have the 100 chest achievement go off. And I already have that, so I'll have to edit that in, which is why I was keeping count on the screen, but you get what I mean. Anyway, the evil playroom. We found you! Of course the kids will be in the playroom. Where else would they be? I mean, you would think that Oogie Boogie would be at the top of his own manor, but there you go. In fact, let's heal, and since they're all grouped in this small little room, how about we just Sonic Blade them all? Look at that explosion of items! Let's do it again. Right, that's one down already. Only 18 EXP. That's not the best. And Barrel's just barreling around. He's doing a barrel roll. Right, you're down. That's 24 experience. Now, as soon as we take out the final one, however, 120 experience. We're done. We were just following orders. Oogie Boogie told us to steal the heart. It's all Barrel's fault. It's his idea to tell Oogie Boogie about the heart. Actually, it was your idea. Yeah, that's right. But you guys said you should be ashamed. Even though you were all in with the idea. Why are you in your battle stance, Jack? That's what I was about to say. What the hell? You really hate these kids? Good lord. By the way, type a save point in a place where we're not going to be able to access if we continue on just a tad. Again, you'll see what I mean. I need to swap Jack for Goofy so we can go get that red Trinity, because I know where the location of it is in the Final Mix version. Like I said, keep forgetting that because it's ingrained into my head on where it is on the original. Just following Oogie Boogie's orders. Oogie Boogie told us to not give away his hiding place. Oh, we're not supposed to talk about the lever either. Well, that kind of spoiled it. Oogie Boogie made us do it. We had no choice. But can't interact with it with the action, but we just give it a nice whack and that's doing something. Never know what's behind these curtains, but yeah, they chucked that heart down a chute, and that means it's going to be further down Oogie's manor. So we're going to have to make our way back down. So if you remember in the last episode, we fell down to that green door. That's where we need to go, but because we hit that switch, not only have we opened up that door, but these cages have now dropped down a tad. Oh, God, sake, these bloody enemies. Donald, you shouldn't use thunder until we upgrade that! God damn it, the flipping slide! Ugh. Funnily enough, I'm actually right where I need to be, but I need to get those chests first. Because otherwise, I'm going to miss them. We're actually coming close to the point where they will be permanently missable. Once we go through that door and face Oogie Boogie, everything around here, like on the manor itself, will be permanently missable. Why can I not enter? Are those Heartless still trying to get us? Could you get over here, please? Being a pain. This is why I hate airborne enemies in this game. You try to attack them normally, you fall down because there's no floor below you, but then they won't come to you, so you can't shoot them with far-reaching magic. Could you just get down on the floor and get too far away? Thank you. Sometimes you can tech by doing that. Right, so he should disappear in a minute because he's too far away from his spawn point. Unless he teleports right on top of me. Seriously, I want to leave! Where is he? Fucking gravitated him and he ain't, like, doing anything. This is dumb. This is actually annoying. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to jump all the way down then because the game's being stupid. I'm not allowed to get back up to where I am, so I'll just come over here instead. There's the red Trinity. It's always here in the Final Mix versions of this game. PS2, PS3, PS4, doesn't matter. If it's Final Mix, it's going to be here. So it's never permanently missable. If you're playing any non-Funnel Mix version on the PS2, it will be where it's supposed to be. How was I able to open the chest when you guys were right on top of me? Excuse me? I wouldn't have been able to activate the Trinity when those guys are around, so I'm surprised that they were able to get close to me mid-cutscene. Excuse me? Oh god. Oh, this is just annoying now. I'm mad enough that I couldn't get back up to where I was, even though there was no enemies around me, because I gravitated that dude way far than where he's supposed to be spawning, and yet for some reason he just didn't disappear. And now I'm dealing with this when I shouldn't have to, because there are no actual enemy spawns near the Trinity. They shouldn't have even followed me that far. And now I'm dealing with all these because I'm just trying to hit the ones that already had spawned. Oh, hit them! Oh my god. Yeah. Donald had the same reaction. Right, can I open this thing now? Good lord. Mithril Shard. It's the same item no matter what version of the game you're playing. It's just its location. Now an enemy spawns where the... Okay, that makes no sense. That was exactly where I was standing to activate the Trinity. Why didn't he not spawn earlier? That don't make sense. This game's being weird, man. It's annoying me, and it's not supposed to be. Right. To get back up when you fall, you need to find the bathtub, and it will help you climb back to the main bridge. Or you can you go through that passageway to get back to the bridge, and then you can, you know, walk back to the entrance to Boogie's Manor. But the bathtub's here. No enemies in the way. There are a lot of white knights that like to be at the base of the manor, so be careful. Yeah, it's that green door that which we were at, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to open a bloody chest in a bird cage, but I wasn't allowed to. I can't even remember if I got that one up there now. So I have to check that in a moment. In fact, can I check from here? No, I can't. I can't even see. Oh boy. Fun. An orichalcum. Cool. Right. I'm going to cut and I'm going to get back up there and see if I actually missed the chest, because I can't even remember if I got it and I just fell all the way down here. Can I remedy this? Good. Don't spawn enemies, please. I'm not in the mood for that rubbish. Oh my god, move! Why am I having so much trouble navigating this place? It's simple. Good Christ. Right, I'm getting back up there. Ah! Yeah. For some reason, even though that we did the red Trinity down there, this is now gone. This is where the chest would normally be sitting. I'm guessing, despite being the Funnel Mix version, triggering the red Trinity just destroys this obstacle regardless. And they never removed the coding in order to change that? That's a bit weird, because we weren't... The red Trinity is like all the way down there, instead of here. But, yeah, you can clearly see that this is where the red Trinity would have been, because we've done the red Trinity now, and that is gone. So, actual physical change. Okay, I'm going to get back up to where I was, see if I missed the chest. If not, I'll be back down here. Alright, I'm finally back up here, so now I could probably actually open this bloody chest. I couldn't remember that if I opened it or not, because of just not being able to actually get back up here in the first place. These enemies are really pissing me off. Seriously, it's nothing but battles. You want to do something, you gotta kill enemies. You want to go to the next area, you gotta kill enemies. You want to open a chest, you gotta kill enemies. It's the same thing in every world. That's just how it works. When you're in battle, you can't do anything. You have to take them out, but you can't even pause properly because of enemies. But in this particular level, it's literally set up as roadblocks. So you can't actually do anything until you do it. So that's what's been annoying me so far. Actually, Donald's quite weak on magic. Might want to go back up and just touch the save point. I think I'll do that. Alright, I'm going to go back up and heal. Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. We've got a bunch of tents that we can just slap on. What am I thinking of? In fact, we could just use a cottage, because we've got way more of those. Camping set, cottage. I'll use a cottage, bugger it. Might as well. There we are, we're all clean. I was about to say I could just make my way back to the save point, but if I've got items, I might as well use them, you know? I mean, why wouldn't I? Let's just jump down here, and we're right here, we can just walk right in. I'm not even going to bother about the enemies. They can go haunt some other saps. Speaking of poor saps, take the sack. Oogie Boogie, give me back the heart.
You want it? Well then, come on over and get it.
And he just downs the bloody thing. I don't know why we have that one text box, but yeah, that's weird. Why don't I just have it all voice acted?
Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, Heartless!
1 gargoyle. 2 gargoyle.
This is it? Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
Well, they're not basic shadows. I think that's credibility right there. At least you have some decent Heartless on your side that you can summon. Right, best thing to do, target Oogie Boogie after you take out the Heartless. The gimmick here is that you can only hit Oogie Boogie for a certain amount of time. And the reason why I changed Goofy's attack abilities to remove all of his special attacks, but have evolution, is so that, well, Goofy's not going to be able to do a lot of damage that much. If I can target Oogie Boogie, this is the gimmick. In order to hit him, you got to hit the switch in the wedge that he's standing in. And then you're able to smack him, if I can get up here, because this is actually the worst spot to try and get him. I'm going to try a Sonic Blade hit. No, it's wasted because I fell off the side. But you got to just unload as much damage as possible. I didn't want to do that. That was dumb. I was mashing triangle to try and make everyone else attack more recklessly, but it didn't work. Basically, he chucks exploding dice to hit you, and he chucks normal red dice, and depending on how many there are there, or how many times, depending on what they land on, Heartless will spawn, traps will go off, or he can heal himself very slightly. And when I mean slightly, it's like healing just, what, a combo and a half worth of damage. So you're not going to be that hard pressed if he keeps on healing himself. Right, if I can just target him, there we are. Stop on this button. Now we can continue walloping this guy and deliver the treats to the trickery. Right, so he keeps knocking us down. As soon as he knocks you down, most of the time it doesn't do damage, but you can't really avoid it. Why did I not... Oh, I was about to say, why did I not tech any of these? Okay, here we go. We've got some traps. We've got some scythes spinning around. Just jump over them. Sometimes they'll be jumping as well. I'm not entirely too sure when it changes. I think it's when he's low on health. But yeah, his main method of attacking is mainly just tricks, really. Tricks and traps. Right, activate that one. I'd rather have him here than up there on the steps. Right, here we go. So yeah, he's a real gambling dude. His theme is just gambling. Wow, I did not get enough chance to do any damage there at all. That was quick. It's like one of the shortest that I've had in a while. Oh, you can tech those as well. I never tried. And I had a double tech there, because that looked wobbly, so I must have 2 at the same time. Okay, we've got more gargoyles we need to take out. That's actually pretty cool, because you can actually like gain more experience than necessary in this battle by teching and continuously knocking out the Heartless he spawns. I think there is a limit to how many Heartless he can spawn, though. He might try to spawn more Heartless, but he may not be able to. Oh, and that bloody disc on the, that was down there, that blue and yellow disc. Bloody hell, I'm not getting a lot of chance to do damage this time round. I was talking about this disc, right here, this disc. Sometimes that can pop out and it'll spin around, do a lot of damage, but I rarely get that. God damn it. Right, I'm gonna heal right now. I might want to heal Donald. Oh, I landed on the floor. There we are. Oh. There we go, finally. I keep cancelling my own bloody heal out because I kept landing on the floor. Right. Nope. Get up there. I got him. Oh, come on, really? You literally... no, I'm not having that. You get screwed. Pfft. 2,500 experience, HP and AP for Sora, HP. I didn't even get to see Goofy's, but... I must have had just enough experience to the point where knocking him out gave me that, finished off the level that I was on, and gave me the next level up on top of that. 2,500 experience. So I got 2 level ups for that. That is gross. I don't know how that ended out outside of him. And is that Oogie Boogie? I'm not even going to step on him. Fair enough. So, that one was a failure after all. And I don't know why these tech boxes are bigger than they should be. It's a bit odd. Holy Circlet though. So we'll equip that when we get the chance. And that bug's actually on Sora's back. What the hell? That looked weird. So yeah, I'm not going to be reading that Ansem report until we get 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Because I don't really want to read them out of order. So we'll be leaving that for a minute at least. What? Well, this is what I mean by everything on the Oogie Manor itself is permanently missable. He becomes the Manor, and it completely changes. In the original, that Red Trinity is permanently missable, but they moved it for Final Mix. Whoa, how'd he get so big? Look, it's bringing me with the power of darkness. Oogie Boogie's drawing power from those dark globs. So we just have to destroy those things, right? And that's the boss. I mean, we could exit to the bridge there, but I think it will be blocked off. We gotta take this thing out, and he actually has a front door now. Yeah, very strange. Completely won. So we got a Shadow of the Colossus in this shit, and just scale our way up and take out these blobs. He can shoot fireballs that will home in on you. He can also spew dark orbs that will poison you at random points. Some parts of him can actually shake and shove you off. So you gotta be really careful, and you need to be able to platform properly. This is the proper way we gotta go up here. So we'll just make our way to this one down here. Come on, get off. Jesus. There we are. There's no point using Sonic Rave because I'm just going to fall immediately. Just keep comboing it and it will go down pretty easily. Getting some critical finishes would be helpful. But you don't even have a chance to change your equipment, which is a massive problem. We can't even check what that Holy Circlet did. We can't change our Keyblade or whatever. Can't even change party member. We're immediately chucked into this second phase. And yet this second phase, in a way, is a lot easier. It just takes than the previous phase. It just takes a lot longer to get around, and I'm having a really big hard time trying to platform up him at the moment. I don't normally fall down as often in recent days. Obviously on my first few playthroughs this took forever because I thought I killed every single blob, but there was a few blobs I just couldn't find. But if you just keep knocking them out while climbing, and I think I just teched a fireball into a glob, so that just did a lot of damage and gave me more experience. Right, this is where we were. So let's keep climbing from here. Up here, up here. There's a blob there, but we're almost at the top, so we'll deal with those first. Here's one up here. And it's guarded by a few gargoyles. That don't matter to me though. You know what, I'm just going to do this. Donald got a level up, strength. I think Goofy got a HP up. And I think he learnt Second Wind. No wait, didn't he already have Second Wind? Oh, I didn't want to drop all the way to the bottom. God's sake. Because it's a boss, I was right on the edge there. Because it's a boss, I don't really want to cut out platforming and get back up here, because at any point he could do an attack that we haven't seen yet. Because he hasn't actually done his purple spearing attack yet. He just keeps slinging fire at us from those bird cages that we've seen already. Right, so I've taken this one out, right? Yeah, I've taken that one out. Fair enough. Right, so now we want to head downwards. No, I don't want to target you. No, don't slide dash, Sora. I should take that off in these kind of levels. Because that can actually mess me up. Because you just careen off the ledge and you can't do anything about it. Press the button, you're committed. He hasn't done his black... Oh, here we are. Watch out for these. Poison damage saps you and they can combo you so you can't heal. Be really careful when he does that. And there's not really any way on it being telegraphed. They just come down like... Shit. No! Thank you, Donald. You're on point. I just couldn't heal there. I tried 3 times while jumping and I was about to die. It would have been Leon and Yuffie all over again. We only just had that nonsense. I don't want that again. Oh, you can actually destroy the red spores that come down. I didn't know that. Or did it just disappear conveniently when I swung my Keyblade? I don't know. I think that's the last one. There we go. MP for Sora with Treasure Magnet. Leaf Bracer and Defense for Donald. Once again, I can't read Goofy's. There's too much to read. Maybe once I knock out an enemy, I should look at the recording, because it's like a couple of seconds behind. Because that's how HDMI has to be converted through USB in order to process it. 2-second latency. Which is why when I live stream, I have to like delay my webcam and microphone so it all like matches up properly, because I can do that in editing without any changes. Yeah, we don't even get to see him blow up properly, but his mana was blocking a massive ass keyhole to the world's heart. And that's a method on knocking it up. Just shoot a beam to the moon, it rebounds, reflects, and seals it that way. And we're done. That was really quick. Didn't even waste any time. Just went straight to it. By the way, dark level, dark spell, Graveria. Gravity's been upgraded. It now does 2/3 of enemies' health.
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
I guess we have no choice. We'll have to cancel the Heartless Halloween Festival for now. Here, I want you to have this. Hey! New keychain. Visit us anytime, Sora. Next year's Halloween will be the scariest ever. Emotion. Memory. We put in all necessary ingredients. What else do you need to make a heart? What is a heart, anyway? There you go. If you don't even know what a heart is, how can you make one? You just answered your own bloody question, you moron. I can't figure it out. It's a person's soul. That's the way I see it in the Kingdom Hearts series. Yeah. I think Goofy got HP up again, and because his HP looks a lot higher. And let's see. Oh, we got another item slot, it seems. Fair enough. Did he get an ability as well? Second chance. It wasn't... Oh, he already had second wind. He got second chance now. Second chance is really good. Keeps 1 HP even after taking a critical hit. So we'll take off evolution now, because we don't need that. And because we've got the points, I'm going to pop on second chance right now. And we'll put charge and rocket back on. And when we have enough AP, we'll pop on tornado again. Actually, hang on. Could take off jackpot, pop on tornado. And that could do it for now, because I've got more than enough money. I mean, we're going to get more money anyway, just by fighting in general. Leaf Bracer. Now, this is the best spell you could... the ability, excuse me, that you could ever want. Stop enemies from breaking Cure ability on self. But only on self. So, when you cast Cure on yourself, you're basically invincible. You have invincibility frames every time you cast Cure, so you're not going to get hit and get interrupted. So instead of getting interrupted, losing more health, and be even closer to death, you'll just pop Cure. If we can get that on Sora, that'll be amazing. But for Donald, that's going to be helpful as well, considering that, you know, he hasn't got a lot of HP, and that means he's not going to get interrupted as often. Very costly in AP, though. Very, very costly. So we're going to take off Second Wind, I feel, and Berserk, and we're going to prioritise Leaf Bracer. And did we get any abilities? We got a treasure magnet. That's it, though. I mean, we got some extra AP to spare, so if we take off Combo Plus, we can pop on Strike Raid, and then we can see that in action when we're far away from enemies, which is pretty decent, not gonna lie. And we do have a Keyblade. We have Pumpkinhead. One of the longest Keyblades, has a long reach, and the ability to deal a string of critical blows. So it's not just the combo finisher that's going to get criticals often. Every attack can be a critical. This is really helpful for when you're fighting the black funguses. Fungi, that would probably be the better plural. It's probably the proper plural. Problem is, it's going to lower my MP down to 8. But hey, we had 7 at some point. We had 6 before we got that MP, and now we're at 8. So, considering our stats before we even entered this level, or before we even fought Leon and Yuffie in the Colosseum, equipping this will make our MP back to normal, and we'll have more strength. And we'll also have more reach. But personally, I like my MP. And the last item that we need to look at is that Holy Circlet. Reduces fire, ice, and lightning damage by 20%, and also raises max AP, which would be very helpful for Donald at this point. Doesn't increase defense, though, in any way. But it's only 2 points at this point, and he'll be able to equip a lot more stuff. That might actually be helpful for Donald, so we're going to get rid of the fire bangle, so, the fire ring, excuse me, because he'll keep his resistance, he'll just lose a bit of defense. And then, with that new equipment, he can have second wind back, and then we'll equip Berserk whenever he gets another AP up, because that's only 1 point. And with that, I think we are done with our manipulation. But we're not entirely done yet. I mean, there is a few areas to go back to. There's that area that we couldn't open a coffin for in the first place, which should be open at this point. But we've also got a white trinity that we can't activate. And if we go back to Oogie Manor, well, there's no manor now. It's just an empty space. But there was a little hole around there next to the keyhole that we sealed. So we could go back there as well, but I don't want to do that right now. And since we completed this area, Heartless for now will not be spawning, hopefully. But with that, I think we are done. So I'm going to head back to the save point. And in the next episode, guys, I believe we're going to go back to Traverse Town yet again. We have yet another torn page to do more stuff at the 100 Acre Woods, so there's more items for us right there. We have a little bit of additional money, even though enemies weren't dropping money as often around here as they normally are. And Lock, Shock and Barrel and the Mayor are here, so we can talk to them before we leave. You better keep an eye on those 3 rascals. They may pull a prank on the second you look away. Halloween Town's quiet with Oogie Boogie gone, so we're going to shake it up. Quiet is boring. Actually, I don't like pulling pranks, but I don't want to be left out either. So he's just falling in with the wrong crowd. I'm not doing anything bad, not now anyway. I'm keeping an eye on Lock and Barrel. By the way, you can whack these and the lights turn on, but this doesn't actually do anything. And hello, Zero. He just floats there, looking all cute. Yeah, it's pretty weird how you can actually hit these and interact with them, but they don't do anything. But yeah. Our MP's looking a little bit wonky, considering it's overtaken our HP now. But as I've said, that's it for Halloween Town for now. I mean, we can't even reach those 2 chests in that little alcove, so we're going to have to come back then anyway. And my god, we're over 40 minutes. But then again, I've had to cut a bit of stuff out, so that shouldn't be that big of an issue. But anyway, in the next episode, guys, we're going to go back to Traverse Town, go back to 100 Acre Wood, and possibly buy some more stuff. Maybe if we can't buy any weapons, we might still be able to get some stuff at the gummy shop. So, I'll see you guys then.
You want it? Well then, come on over and get it! Ah! Now, let's see if I can get their attention! Oh, Heartless! This is it?